The Annapolis -7 drifted on a routine training run. Then, 3 Crenari warships dropped from FTL, boxing her in.
This is Captain Volcrast, a ship full of children, far from help. Surrender or die.
Captain Sandra Walker, Earth Naval Academy. You have made a grave miscalculation.
Your vessel is unarmed. We will board and take your cadets as trophies.
Class of Quarant Set. This is your final exam. Engage.
Hangar bays snapped open. 400 angular fighters launched in perfect synchronization. No simulation. 4 years of training unleashed. 400 fighters snapped into Arrowhead, each pilot alone, armed with live ammunition, their formation a blade aimed at the Crenari heart.
They launch fighters. This is a test? You are mad.
The only test that matters. All cadets execute engagement pattern Alpha. You know the doctrine.
What kind of species sends its young into battle as a test?
The Arrowhead split, each element flowing into engagement range like water finding cracks in stone.
All ships fire. Swat these insects.
Crenari beams cut through the void, but the cadets sim-drilled formations bent and reformed, evading with centimeters to spare. On Walker's datapad, the first grade appeared. Cadet Olivia Brooks, B+.
You are grading them while they fight? This is a mockery.
In her cockpit, Cadet Olivia Brooks executed a textbook flank, her guns chipping Crenari shields with precise bursts.
You mock our academy. They are learning your weaknesses in real time, and they are being evaluated.
Volcrast's frills flared. His tactical screen showed the human swarm adjusting, probing, mapping his ship's blind spots with every pass.
Destroy the command ship. End this insufferable examination.
An excellent learning opportunity. All cadets note the enemy's emotional response as a vulnerability to exploit.
The cadets didn't need orders. In the sims, they had torn apart Crenari formations 1,000 times. Today was the first with live ammunition.
Cadet David Choi, your targeting solution on the escort's shield emitter was precise. That earns an A-.
Impossible. How do these whelps know our shield harmonics? Helmsman, rotate the frequency.
Simulated 1,000,000 times. Predicting their counter frequency was just the next logical step.
Blue fire erupted on the Crenari escort's dorsal hull. Atmosphere vented in a glittering plume. The ship listed hard.
Note the structural failure along the power conduit. A well-placed shot can cripple a warship without destroying it.
All power to weapons. They are just students. They cannot take a cruiser.
But the escort's engines sputtered, a chain reaction spreading through its drive core. It was dead in space.
The enemy is now a stationary target. Cadets, practice your strafing runs while under fire from the other ships.
They are treating my ship like a training dummy. What have we stumbled upon?
Cadet Marcus Davis spotted a wounded Crenari missile boat limping away from the crippled escort. He broke from the wing.
This one's mine. I'm taking it.
From the second Crenari escort, hidden behind debris, 2 anti-fighter missiles streaked toward his position.
Missile lock. 2 of them. Why didn't I check my 6? I can't shake them.
The first missile overloaded his shields in a blinding flash. The second punched through his canopy before an ejection could trigger.
Cadet Davis, you failed to maintain cover and evasive protocol. Grade F.
His fighter vanished in a silent fireball, fragments tumbling into the dark.
1 destroyed, but she marked his death as a failure. This is not war, it's a classroom.
Class of 47, Lesson 3. Overconfidence kills. Learn and keep your wingmates alive.
On Captain Walker's datapad, Davis's name flickered and turned red. Fail. Deceased. The first grade of death. A cold pause spread through the cadet channels. Davis's IFF tag had vanished from the tactical display.
Stay tight. Form on me, Delta 3 pattern. They want us scattered. We honor him by finishing this.
The squadron snapped back into disciplined wedges. No one broke flight discipline again.
Cadet Brooks, leadership under fire is noted. Your team's cohesion is improving.
The trapped Crenari escort shuddered under concentrated fire. Its hull buckled, atmosphere igniting in ragged geysers. Then the escort came apart in a silent, blossoming fireball, its debris field spreading like an opened hand.
Efficient neutralization. Cadet Brooks, your squadron's kill ratio earns a B+ for teamwork.
All remaining ships launch decoy buoys and scatter mines. They cannot outfly a minefield.
The void filled with blinking mine signatures and false contacts, turning the battlefield into a treacherous labyrinth.
New obstacle. Cadets, adjust your sensors. This is a practical exam in electronic warfare.
The second Crenari escort plunged into the minefield, point defense lasers blazing. It was a calculated risk. If the cadets flinched, the mines would tear them apart.
I see a gap in their defense grid. If we punch through, I can hit their missile batteries from behind.
Olivia kicked her thrusters and spun into a corkscrew dive, her wingmen covering. Crenari point defense fire stitched the void behind her.
Cadet Olivia Brooks, well-executed flanking maneuver. That's a B+.
B+? She just destroyed a missile battery. What kind of grading scale is this?
On Walker's datapad, the grade logged, Get it Brooks, O flanking maneuver, B+. A note added, clean execution, minor over-rotation. Cadet David Choi identified the escort's shield frequency variance. His follow-up strike collapsed a section of the energy grid, leaving the hull exposed.
Cadet Choi, precise system analysis under combat conditions. I am awarding an A-.
They are dissecting my ship and evaluating each cut. This is no battle. It's vivisection.
All squadrons, press the advantage. The second escort's shields are failing. This phase will determine your final marks.
The second escort's hull burned cherry red from internal fires, yet its missile tubes still belched flame. Walker's tactical plot highlighted the threat vector. Cadet Elena Hernandez accelerated without orders. Her wingman, tagged by an active lock, had no countermeasures left.
I can break the lock, trust me. But the missile's guidance refused to be fooled.
She had milliseconds. Evade and save herself, or stay and absorb the hit. She stayed. The warhead struck amidships. Shield flare, then blackness. Her IFF tag vanished. No ejection detected. No final word.
Cadet Hernandez, you sacrificed a fighter and your life for a wingman. Protocol dictates survival. Grade F.
On the datapad, another name turned red. Hernandez, E. Fail, deceased. The second failure in under 10 minutes. The escort, now defenseless, erupted. Its reactor bloomed into a white-hot sphere, consuming the ship in an instant.
2 capital ships to these children. But they will not take my flagship. All hands, prepare for close combat. We will ram them if necessary.
Class of 47, the flagship is your final target. This is the last page of your exam. Perform.
The Crenari flagship's engines flared white-hot, accelerating toward the Annapolis -7, ignoring the fighters.
If I die, your academy dies with me. Brace for impact.
The cadet screen lit with an intercept pattern. Olivia's voice cut through. He's ramming. Squadron Delta, target engine nacelles now. Dozens of fighters converged, guns stitching along the drive section. Still, the behemoth came on.
Cadet Choi, sever the primary fuel line. Miss, and the flagship reaches us in 20 seconds.
Choi's fighter slid into position. A single missile streaked into the flagship's engine port. The stern blew outward in a silent plume of ignited plasma. The flagship staggered, its velocity bleeding away.
Excellent fleet work. That's an A for coordination. Cadet Choi, your targeting under pressure earns an A-.
An A-? You grade my death as a footnote.
His words cut to static as the viewport shattered. The flagship broke apart in a final fireball, debris scattering across the system. The battle had lasted 11 minutes. In the hangar bay, scarred fighters limped back. Some were missing wings. Others trailed smoke. All carried the scent of ozone and burnt metal. On the bridge, Captain Walker tallied the preliminary grades. Her datapad glowed with the final roster.
398 passing. 2 failures, both killed in action.
We won. But Marcus and Elena are gone. Why does it feel like we lost?
Walker added a brief note beside each. Davis, overconfidence. Hernandez, self-sacrifice. Both protocol violations, but her stylus paused on Hernandez's name.
She saved her wingman. That should count for something.
The cadets began to understand. This hadn't been a simulation. It had been their final exam, and the grade was absolute.
She graded us while we fought. Every mistake fatal. This is what command means.
Walker set down the stylus. The preliminary roster was complete. Now came the harder part.
All cadets, assemble in the observation deck at 1800 hours. Dress uniform. We will honor the dead.
Before the ceremony, Captain Walker transmitted the full exam report to Earth Academy Command. The file included battle footage, grade logs, and the casualty list. In the command center, senior officers watched the recording. Their expressions shifted from pride to unease. Captain Walker, your cadets destroyed 3 warships, but you graded them live, a provocation. 2 dead cadets, graded as failures. The council will see us as butchers.
The grading is the lesson. It produces officers who survive and win. The council should fear our standards.
This report will be classified, but the ceremony goes ahead. Use your discretion on honors.
I will honor them as graduates. They earned the title.
A long pause. Then, proceed, Captain. The channel closed. Walker sat alone on the bridge. The weight of her decision settling, she added a final note to the roster. Recommend posthumous graduation for Davis and Hernandez. They did not fail in spirit. The battle footage arrived at the Galactic Council, transmitted through encrypted channels. A hush fell over the tiered chamber. On the central display, 3 Krenari warships were dismantled in 11 minutes by swarms of tiny fighters. The audio track carried Captain Walker's grading. An ambassador with many eyes covered his face. Those are children. They were graded like a test. The chamber erupted in hisses and clicking murmurs. Species that had never seen human aggression were seeing it raw. The Earth ambassador, a stern man in a dark suit, stepped to the podium. These cadets will command our warships next year, every one of them. A horrified Seldari ambassador asked, "You are raising a generation bred for war?" The Earth ambassador replied, "We are raising officers who understand consequence. The galaxy should prepare accordingly." The chamber split into shouted arguments. Some demanded sanctions, others called for appeasement, but the footage looped. The flagship exploding to the words "A-." The dead cadets marked as failures. The council adjourned in chaos, but the message was clear. Earth's children were not soft targets. They were the next generation of commanders. Received approval from Earth Command. Walker now held full authority over the graduation. She read the message twice, then set the datapad down.
Citations for 400 cadets, but the hardest are for 2.
She composed the posthumous citations, selecting each word to honor the fallen without excusing their mistakes. In the observation deck, crews positioned 2 flag-draped coffins under the viewport. Stars stretched behind them like a silent honor guard.
Ensure the flags are regulation. These cadets earned every thread.
Alone again on the bridge, she pulled up the final roster. Beside Davis and Hernandez, she typed posthumous graduate. The system prompted, override grade.
Number. The F stands for the exam. Their graduation stands for their sacrifice.
On the hull, the Annapolis -7's emblem gleamed under work lights. The class of 47 plaque waited to be unveiled.
All hands. Ceremony begins in 30 minutes. This is our farewell.
The observation deck filled with cadets in dress whites, their faces a mix of pride and grief. The coffins lay before them, and Walker took her place at the podium. Captain Walker surveyed the assembly, the silence dense as vacuum. 400 faces, 2 seats empty.
Class of 47, you have completed the final exam. Today, you earned your place. The cost was fire and blood. 2 of your own will not walk this deck again.
The cadets stood motionless, grief hardening into something that would one day be command.
You are officers now. The galaxy will learn what that means. Carry the weight of this day.
Walker lifted the first diploma, calling the name that had led the charge.
Cadet Olivia Brooks. Step forward.
Olivia walked a short distance to the podium. Her salute was sharp as a blade.
For excellence in combat and leadership, you graduate with an A-. The fleet is stronger with you.
I'll carry them with me. Davis, Hernandez. They didn't fail. They just didn't pass.
Walker stepped toward the coffins. The cadets' collective breath held like a single creature. In each hand, a diploma, rolled, sealed, final.
Cadet Marcos Davis. Cadet Elena Hernandez.
She placed a diploma on Davis's coffin, the ribbon stark against the flag. Then, with equal weight, the second on Hernandez's.
You did not pass your final exam. You gave your lives in the attempt, but you did not fail in spirit. You are graduates, posthumously.
On the memorial screen, 2 portraits flared to life. Davis, eager smile. Hernandez, steady gaze. Beneath them, words etched in light. Posthumous graduate. The cadets raised their hands in a slow salute, 398 arms moving as one. The sound was like a drawn sword.
Fave stands for the test. Graduate stands for the soul. Dismissed. Carry them with you.
The coffins remained under the stars, scrolls resting atop the flags. Graduates, the word now meant something else. Crew guided the coffins into the airlock, the diplomas still resting on the flags. With a final command from Walker, the outer door opened. The coffins drifted into the void, eternal silent sentinels. 398 cadets saluted as the coffins became bright specks against the stars. On an Earth colony, a public screen broadcast the ceremony. A mother wept, a veteran stood erect. In a Crinari command center, an official watched, his frills drooping with dread. The Galactic Council chamber had fallen silent. The ambassadors had no words, only the heavy presence of fear. The Earth ambassador rose. "They are our children," he said, "and they are our future." The Crinari commander crushed a datapad in frustration. The legend of the class of 47 was already spreading. Across far-flung colonies, the human diaspora watched with tear-streaked faces and clenched fists. The word spread. Earth's children had been graded, and the galaxy had been given its final warning. On the quiet bridge, Captain Walker stared at the final grade list. 2 names still pulsed red on the holographic roster.
I broke them to make them unbreakable. That's the job.
The door hissed open. Cadet Olivia Brooks stepped inside, her dress white still immaculate, her eyes carrying new shadows.
Captain, was it worth it? The exam, the grades, the cost.
The cost is always there. But I didn't train you to be safe. I trained you to be ready. I need you to know why Davis and Hernandez aren't here, so you never repeat it. That's the lesson.
I'll carry the lesson and them.
A long pause. Then Olivia saluted and departed, leaving Walker alone with the silent stars.
They are graduates. The galaxy will feel it.
The roster still glowed. 2 Fs, 2 posthumous graduates. The ship hummed, ready for its next class. On Earth, a mother received a folded flag and a rolled diploma. The note read, "Posthumous graduate, class of 2147. She held it like a wounded bird. At the academy. New cadets walked the corridor, their eyes catching the memorial wall. 2 faces among many. Davis, Hernandez. A silent lesson. In the council, a Crinari delegate moved to reclassify Earth Academy ships as military targets. The vote passed. Academy vessels would be targeted. But the motion was born of dread. Ambassadors avoided each other's eyes. The law was a confession of fear. A star map appeared, a red line burning across the sector of the battle. The legend spread. The class of 47. Trained like game, graded like death, and in the silence of space, the Annapolis -7 prepared for its next class. EVA workers sealed the last hull breach, sparks dancing against the cold black. The scars remained, painted over but visible. A record of the exam no cadet would forget. In the hangar, a technician applied the graduation patch to the lead fighter's fuselage, an eagle and star stitched in gold. Class of 47, not a boast, a warning. On the hull, beneath the ship's name, a new plaque was bolted. Class of 2147. The date of the battle. A priority message appeared on Walker's console. Earth Command promoted her to Commodore of the Academy Fleet.
They want me to shape more. So be it. A passing grade from Earth is the most dangerous thing in the void.
The Annapolis, -7. Scarred and proud, broke orbit. Its next class waited. Behind it, the starfield held the ghosts of 2 graduates, their diplomas drifting forever. A memory cut across the years. The mess hall, the night before the patrol, laughter and bravado. The certainty of youth.
Davis slammed his tray down, grinning. Final exam tomorrow. Think they'll throw something real at us.
Hernandez shook her head, laughing. They wouldn't dare. We'd shred it like The Sims.
They had no idea. The Sims were kinder, but their laughter was immortal now. Now, Lieutenant Brooks flew patrol, her fighter's patch a silent testament.
Annapolis Control. Brooks, sector clear. Standing by.
Silence answered, but inside her helmet, Davis's voice. Check your 6, Olivia.
She smiled. He always said that. He had forgotten it himself at the end.
Some cockpits remained empty across the fleet, the helmets untouched. But the pilots, they never really left. Olivia's fighter moved into the black, and in her peripheral, 2 other fighters seemed to fly formation forever. A new class sat in the Academy lecture hall, their eyes fixed on a holographic battle recording. An instructor's voice cut through. This is what a passing grade looks like. The hologram froze on a tactical snapshot. Fighters, warships, and the grading overlays in real time. 2 of them didn't pass, but they're still on the wall. The view shifted to the memorial screen. New cadets twisted in their seats. Some avoided the faces, others fixed on them like targets. The portraits of Davis and Hernandez stared back, their eyes holding the weight of the F. The battle resumed on the display, but the cadets watched the faces instead of the tactical replay. No student would forget this lesson. The wall would see to that. The memorial remained, a quiet presence in every class, a warning that grades are written in blood. The cycle continued. The dead were never just names on a roster anymore. The bridge was empty, save for Captain Walker. A small bag sat beside the command chair, her personal effects packed. From the bag, she pulled a single photograph. The class of 47, taken before the exam.
All accounted for. Every one of them a graduate.
She tore a strip of adhesive tape from a roll, then pressed the photo against the console beside her station. There were no words. The photo said everything. 400 faces, 2 already memory. Her shadow stretched across the deck as she took a final look at the main viewer. Stars, silent.
Class dismissed.
She picked up her bag and walked toward the hatch. The door hissed shut behind her. The bridge stood empty. The photo remained taped beside the navigation board. No crew, no instructor, only the quiet hum of a ship that would train the next generation. The Annapolis -7 woke from its long repair slumber. Navigation lights blinked on, steady as a heartbeat. A new class of cadets watched from the hangar, their breath fogging the glass as the engines hummed to life. Engines flared. The scarred but proud hull pulled away from the orbital yard, sliding into the endless black. The class of 2147 plaque caught the light. On the silent bridge, the photograph remained untouched. Then the drive engaged. The stars stretched into luminous streaks, and the ship entered hyperspace. For a fleeting moment, the entire universe held its breath, and somewhere in that light, a voice echoed across the years. The ship that had been mocked, that graded its children into legend, vanished from sight. Its name still burned on the hull. Its lesson burned deeper.
Class dismissed.